Welcome everyone. This is Vanzana Atara Ora. I'm the creator of Vanzana Light Healing and co-creator of Accelerated Light Healing. And I'm so excited to welcome you to this multidimensional magical mediumship divination practitioner program. I just wanted to meet with you for a few moments just to let you know what you can expect to receive and experience in this 6-week intensive mastermind program. So first of all, this is the first of its kind because it's going to be not only including the journeys that we always, we always facilitate every week, where you really get to lie back, enjoy and relax and receive all these yummy energies, the ancient Egyptian divine feminine medicine. But in this course, you'll actually be able to fully interact with me, fully participate, and even practice your magic. So we're really going to be asking you to commit to really mastering the art of alchemy and manifestation mastery. So I just want to go over the sales page with you, or the program description actually. First of all, the dates are January 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, 5th, and 12th of February. So we're going to be meeting for almost 2 months. The replays will always be available within 24 hours. So for those of you who live in different parts of the world and can't make the live sessions with me, just know that the healing frequencies will still reach you and impact you, and you could still practice with me, whether it's remotely or live with me every week. So the medicine will work either way, whether you join live or whether you practice along with me step by step in the weekly sessions on the replays. So basically, this is going to be your home away from home, your safe refuge and sanctuary, where you get to really master the art of divine feminine, intuition, transformation, divination, and manifestation. It's about really putting all the years of self-study, classes, and workshops into a powerful and reliable magical practice. And it feels like you are all ready to experience this, and just really finally trust your spot-on intuition. So I'm excited to kind of bring in this new year. We call it the No Fear New Year, in this dawning of the age of Aquarius. And this is about really holding this space for you to let go of your judgments and really practice, really honing in and owning your psychic gifts and 5D telepathy, your superhuman abilities, and at the same time, really recognizing and acknowledging, your galactic gifts, your clairvoyance, your empathic sensitivities, and really these ancient abilities that are still vibrating and living on in your DNA. It's about clearing any halls or walls of shame, emotional shame, or hiding that your ancestors had to live with just to survive. It's not about feeling that you have to hide anymore, or be burned at the stake, or punished in any way, or judged in any way for the brilliance of your gifts and abilities, right? So you can help people, you can help yourself, you can really be your own spirit guide in this reality once you completely open, awaken, and galactivate your spiritual gifts and your special, unique abilities. So I'm excited to, be your guide so that you could finally step into all of your powers, take the next steps in your own personal ascension process. You can actually take all of the tools and the instructions and the upgrades and create your own healing practice by becoming all that you already are. So coming out of hiding, coming out of the spiritual closet, becoming a soul reader, a seer, and a guide, and feeling at the same time like totally confident, clear, and comfortable owning your gifts and safely journeying with me to all the timelines where you might have left them behind, all the dimensions and lifetimes where you already were a practicing sorceress, a witch, a clairvoyant, cosmic channel, whatever it is that you left behind. We're going to help you to retrieve those lost abilities, those gifts, and pop them back into your entire psyche. This is about finally mastering the art of shape-shifting alchemy from all of the years and lifetimes that you studied in temples and trained to be this omniscient, omnipotent being. And this is helping you to also, this course will help you to also really feel that you have the right to access, to read and review all your lives and all your histories and biographies in your own soul libraries. And this is going back to Star Sirius, Arcturus, Atlantis, and, you know, really all the lost, buried underground civilizations in the inner realms of Agartha, Posid, and Shambhala. This is going to really help you to spark that remembrance of how to speak your own light language and how to hold the space to be that comforter, that guide, that mentor for others. You're so intuitive, and I really want to help you all to really trust your spot-on intuition all the way, not halfway, so you don't have to ever second guess yourself. So when your soul says yes, and you feel that this is the right thing to do, that you finally made it, you're here, the age of Aquarius is totally serving and supporting you, and you no longer have to hide your, you know, your special gifts, that you won't be judged or shamed, and that by you really fully owning your gifts and honoring and acknowledging them all, that you can really fine-tune them and become your own master, right? Your own guardian. And you can really do something different. Maybe, you know, help people in a whole new way. Maybe just trust and fine-tune the dormant gifts and abilities. Like maybe you're more clairvoyant and less clairsentient, or maybe you're too, you feel that you're just too sensitive and empathic. That's called clairsentience. And you want to become more of a seer, right? So that you could see your angels and your guardians and your allies, right? So you want to fine tune that psychic ability. So we all have these different clairs. Some are stronger than others. But at the same time, you also want to sort of retrain your brain and master your mind and open your heart and trust your gut, your second brain, because in all of these energy centers, you have your hidden psychic abilities. And this course will train you to multidimensionally master all of them. And so over the 6 weeks, we'll be calling in the High Priestess of Magic, Isis, Sekhmet, Bastet, your magical devas and power protectors. So you can become this new earth diviner. Just a little bit about the course. Each week when we meet, we'll meet for 3 hours. We'll take you through these journeys to really raise your vibration, to become a channel of crystal clear communication, and return to you that lost art of divination. And this includes scrying, candle gazing, psychometry, automatic writing, crystal ball gazing, and even soul record readings. So you get to change your contracts and vows and rewrite them. And also to help you to really see the truth behind, all of the Maya, the illusion that's out there in the collective right now. To truly honor and appreciate all your higher senses and sensibilities, really open them, activate them, expand them, and really train your third, fourth, and fifth eyes to even see auras, see colors in people's fields, and really fine tune your spiritual discernment. So these are all of the cosmic updates. Each week you'll become a greater master of magic, medicine, and mindfulness, boost your energy, heal your nervous system, learn how to regulate your own emotional nervous system, and really feel comfortable and confident in your own body. So this is about developing the perseverance, the patience, and the practice, so you can really master the art of vibrationally attracting new earth blessings that will actually serve and support you, even possibly opening up your own healing practice, or at least improving the quality of your life for yourself, for your family, your loved ones, and really becoming an intuitive guide for others. This is about feeling safe, supported, and liberated to invoke the spells, the sigils, the Reiki symbols, and all of the nurturing protection that you need from Goddess Isis. So the great news is when we practice every week together and you fully participate, not just receive the energies, you will gain the confidence more and more to really become your own guide and master of a new reality. You can't get it wrong. You can't fail. I'll be there to guide you, to offer feedback. So that's the good news. This will be a totally supportive setting where we get to play together every single week for 3 hours. So you'll have plenty of practice time. I'll give you a list of whatever it is that you need to create and build your own magical altar space. So I'll be giving you a list of things that you need to prepare for the course, like candles, like crystals, like a journal, really so that you can sort of customize your own blends of magical medicine. And finally, graduate from Earth School, the Earth School of Forgetfulness, where you had to put aside your special gifts and try to fit in. So I just want to go over the 3-hour divination practice sessions with you. Like I said, this is going to be a completely interactive, non-judgmental, safe space, a refuge, a shelter where you can come and just be yourself, where you could really support each other's gifts and hold that space for each other. You'll be practicing on yourselves, also with mirrors, with candle scrying, with all forms of meditations and rituals and spell casting mastery. So this is it. This is the year of action, you know, putting all the tools, all the workshops, all the certification programs that you've ever taken and putting them into action. Really putting your passion on purpose into practice. So let me just explain about how it works. I'll go over this quickly. Week 1 is about the Art of Clairvoyance Training. So in this class, we're going to really focus on how you can really clear past life veils of illusion and all the fears about expressing your voice, about really embodying your most divine, authentic, true identity, and really reclaiming all the gifts that you've disowned so you can own your powers and potency. This is about strengthening and training your heart, your mind, your nervous system to really, really activate your most peaceful, awakened mind. And that means really releasing all the terror, the trauma, the fear, the doubts, the anxiety that are still living and vibrating in your limbic system. So you don't have to feel stuck or hide or work at a 9-to-5 job that you have outgrown. You can actually put your gifts into better use and be of service on this planet. So this is class 1 will prepare you with the candles, with the tools, with everything you need to really kickstart or jumpstart your new practice. whether it's for yourself, so you don't have to repeat the same old sort of scenarios of repeating old traumas and dramas, and just the frustration of having to be someone that you're not, right? This is like really honoring and appreciating your clairvoyance. And then week 2 is your clairaudience. So this is learning to hear and listen, and in this space, a sacred space of stillness and emptiness, really listening to the voices of your spirit, your soul, your higher self, your goddess abilities of the soul whispers that want to help you, that want to serve you. So week 2 is about working and playing with crystals, with water bowls, really relaxing your higher abilities, but really opening that potency, the power stored within your third eye, your fourth eye, your fifth interdimensional galactic eyes. So this is about working with all the elements of nature, with fire, water, air, with the earth, to really ground these ancient divination gifts and abilities. So we'll be working with crystals, with all types of things, so that you can build your own Isis altar. This is about seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling the presence of spirit, really connecting with your spirit guides and guardians, with your ancestral grandmothers, the ones that passed on these beautiful gifts, right, that you've been hiding all these years and lifetimes. This is about really feeling deeply and intimately the presence of the protective deities who are always available to resource you with the gifts that were passed on to you, that you already inherited and live in your cellular memories and in your DNA. So this is about gaining the confidence, the clarity, and the courage to express your goddess-given abilities. So week 3 is about really training and mastering and practicing the art of clairsentience. This is about trusting your gut, your second brain, and your enteric nervous system in your bodies, you know, really working with the tools of light or heavy, trusting the wisdom and the messages that come from your own light bodies, really dropping and releasing all the densities so that you could just breathe in light, live in light, and activate your luminous light body. So that will be a lot easier for you to practice your lost art of many, many different ways that you were able to see through all those veils of illusion and confusion in ancient temples and pyramids, where you studied with Isis, or maybe with the Essenes, with Yeshua, with Isho, with Mary Magdalene and Maryam. And this is about really remembering and rediscovering and reclaiming, retrieving all those parts of your soul that carry your divine intelligence and your emotional intelligence, trusting your natural instincts, your gut, your higher brain, your ajna chakras, really opening and expanding your mediumship abilities so that you can travel safely, freely, and limitlessly to visit, to receive intervention, divine intervention, but also to, in dream time, travel in these sacred visitations with your ancestors, with your dearly departed loved ones, to receive important messages, helpful assistance from them while you're sleeping. So it's really important to not depend on anyone else. And like we did before in the Piscean age, this is not about codependence. This is about the Aquarian energies of independence, becoming your own medium, seer, prophetess, right? So really learning how to deeply read and interpret the signs, the omens that you see all around you, maybe numerology, Maybe it's about you making peace with your home planet, with your divine astrology, whatever it is, whatever energies that you've misread, to align now with a different timeline, right? So this is also an opportunity for you to learn to practice and to really confirm and validate that you already know the answers to those questions that you ask yourself and others. And we'll be learning how to read the energy of anything and everything, people, auras, chakras. You'll be able to scan yourself, to scan the energy of others. You'll be able to tell if someone's being honest or lying or truthful, breaking through all of those walls, blocks, and barriers. So reading the energy of a photograph, of an article of clothing, this is called psychometry. Maybe reading the energy and just trusting the images that you receive and the feeling, the sensations in your bodies, really like discovering that you already are psychic, that you already are telepathic, and really allowing yourself to touch objects, to feel, to gain information, easy access to hidden information in those objects that might already be in your home, that you already own. You know, so whatever article of clothing you wear, or maybe a piece of jewelry that was given to you by someone else, whether you know who that person is or not, the energies of that person's their energetic imprints are embedded in those objects. So you can receive information about the person who gave you that object, that piece of jewelry, or that article of clothing. And you can even read auras of people's pictures that you might have, to learn more about your ancestors' gifts that they passed on to you, that you inherited, so that you can feel worthy of carrying forward these blessings instead of their burdens to your descendants. So this is about waking up, shape-shifting, really trusting your bodily sensations and your spiritual discrimination. All those gifts were passed on to you, and you can be the one to clearly see, break through the veils, right? So there aren't so many mysteries, right? There isn't that confusion. There is just clarity and information that you can easily sense, see, and embody. So class 4 is about the Art of Claircognizance Training, which is really remembering how to trust what you already know, the knowledge, the wisdom, the messages from the galactic messengers, from the inner earth messengers. We call them kachinas, spirit beings, deities, that will help you to open, read, and rewrite your own soul's autobiography. So even if you've struggled or you've hidden your gifts because it was just too scary to be yourself, with this class, you'll be able to instantly know, feel, and recognize that this knowledge is still there deep within you. And this will automatically clear away the hidden blocks, the blind spots, and even the astral attachments, so that you can make peace with the past and release the toxic after effects or the PTSD that you as soul in other timelines and lifetimes and dimensions experience, or possibly your ancestors had to defend or resist to survive. This is the Aquarian age, where you get to be your true self, really be that wise old sensitive soul, that psychic empath, and be rewarded and supported for it. So this is about practicing the art of emptiness with tools, techniques, multidimensional awarenesses, energy processes that I'll be sending you every week to really take you by the hand and take you step by step into higher realities so you can embody the new earth energies. So each week you'll receive a different healing attunement to open up your psychic senses and clairvoyant abilities with Tibetan symbols, with all types of sigils, mantras, mandalas to really reawaken your memories, your cellular memories, and your omnipotent potentialities. So let's look at week 5. Week 5 will be also having fun and practicing for at least 1 hour out of the 3 hours. We'll be breaking up in groups in Zoom rooms, so you'll be able to not only practice the art of magical alchemy, the divination, to really increase the acceleration of your gifts that are just dormant inside of your DNA, but you'll practice on each other, and I'll be able to offer you that feedback. Also to become a channel. So a channel, a medium, a foreseer, so that you won't be caught off guard, right? You'll be fully prepared for this coming age, for the coming ages over the next decade, right? Where you can feel fully prepared and adjust easily and effortlessly into these higher vibrational dimensional realities. You'll have a book, a journal where you'll get to practice the art of automatic writing, right? Where we're going to totally turn on your right intuitive brain, get you out of that lower reptilian survival brain or the intellectual brain, and really connect you back to your heart. So your head and your heart will be practicing heart math to really reconnect those left, right, top and bottom of you sides. So this is about really banishing the buried storylines from those non-beneficial timelines that really forced you or your ancestors, your bloodline, your lineage to hide your channeling abilities. This is about opening, awakening all of your multidimensional spirit sight centers, your second sight, that magical, mystical part of you, the goddess, the priestess, the magician, the physician, who knows how to treat, the soul sickness, the spiritual illness by seeing, reading, hearing, writing the language of light, the light language of your holy ancestors who weren't allowed or were forbidden to share or express their unique gifts. So this is about becoming a crystal clear channel of intelligent light to receive the updates, the upgrades, the downloads, the resets, all of these magical messages that will help you get to the next step of your own personal evolution. So you'll be receiving more light codes to decipher your ancient soul symbols, hieroglyphics, those glyphs, that really still remain to this day, that have never really left you. We're just going to awaken those hidden parts of you, your soul signature, your soul light, your soul voice that are meant to be shared and expressed easily, compassionately, and effortlessly with others. So week 6, it's about the art of clairgustance. So it's about smelling and tasting and seeing and hearing and feeling and knowing. But the tasting part is even when you have dreams or spiritual visitations, that you can actually open up your sense of smell and taste. So you can almost taste the messages that come through. You might even receive visitations from your loved ones that have passed, that are beyond the veil in other worlds, that maybe you smell the chocolate chip cookies that your grandmother baked for you, Or maybe you can smell the fragrance of roses or perfumes from your, ancient sisterhood, or people that you knew, that you can really entrain all of your senses. You don't just have clairvoyance or claircognizance. You also have clairgustance and clairalience, where you could smell the presence of spirit, taste the presence of spirit, feel the presence of spirit. You can really fine tune your confidence, your ability to decipher those spiritual messages that might have confused you or puzzled you before. And now you'll have the crystal clear clarity that you need to take into this new age and embody your highest destiny. So this is about practicing on yourselves, your friends. You could even bring in a friend or a colleague or a member of your family to practice with every week. And this is about remembering, rediscovering the art of seeing and scanning, maybe learning to recognize what different aura colors mean, learning to expand your chakras, nadis, meridians, learning to feel comfortable and safe in all the places and spaces that you travel to truly detect any form of byoki, spiritual illness, or soul sickness, or any form of energetic imbalance with this divine feminine intuitive energy medicine. And that's what we're going to be doing, is really practicing on yourselves, on each other, and each week gaining the confidence and the clarity, seeing that you already know how to do this, that you already are a master of divine magical alchemy. So that's what we're going to be doing every week. So let's scroll down a little bit. I just want to remind you that you can make a 3-week payment, 3-part payment plan. So this multidimensional magical mediumship practitioner course, this program, is, I want to make this easy and affordable so that you can really master the art of alchemy, meaning you can turn around anything that doesn't work for you. We call it twirling your magical robes, your garments of light in Buddhism, twirling, turning around, transforming and transmuting, all of the pain of hiding, which have maybe poisoned you or shut you down or made you feel numb or hopeless. I want you to feel hopeful and tenacious so that you can feel that you can accomplish anything. You can even open your own healing practice and see people on Zoom just the way I do. So you have these natural instincts, this intuitive awareness. So why not take it to the next level? Why not take it all the way and do what you came here to do? Love what you do, experience more joy and fulfillment in your life. Really share and express how to clearly communicate with spirit, how to recognize the voices of your own soul and your own soul's whispers. So there are 3 payment plans. There's either the full one where you just pay for the entire program. So if your soul says yes, you can go ahead and sign up for that right now. The second option that I've made available for you is that you can make 2 payment plans of 2 payment options, right? If that's better for you, if that's easier for you. And the third is the easiest of all, the most affordable, and hopefully this will work for you to make it easier for you to launch your new career as a channel, a seer, a reader, and a medium, a multidimensional, magical, mystical medium of mastery. So those are the 3 options. I just want to thank all of you for being here with me today and for really contributing and participating in this divination program. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to playing with you. If you have any questions about the course, about everything that it includes, about how to sign up, about how to access the replays. If you can't be there live with me in person, please feel free to send me an email at vanzanalightshealing@gmail.com. And please visit my website to receive a free gift today and to join my classes every week. I love you all. Happy No Fear New Year. And I look forward to seeing you in class this Friday. Namaste.